Oh my goodness, Grisso, I just found a way to make ourselves a heist of the century, buddy. This feels way too good to be true. What have you got? I just found a thing. We're gonna go to the bank. Okay. You know how we have those little checks that we usually cash in at the bank every now and again? Well, yeah, they're from all of the places that I earn some of the money from. Delivery job from a couple of buddies of mine. Hey, thank you guys. The Google stuff from any YouTube ad revenue that I make, although it's been a very, very long time since I've ever had anything from that. We have some of the stuff from the Orange YouTube that you make, which goes directly to my rent, because honestly, you don't really need that much money, but it would still be nice to actually get some of that money. Send it to the Shadow Realm, please. Anyway, so all we have to do is just make ourselves a good old-fashioned check. Wait a minute. And then all we have to do is just, for any amount of money, put it on the little dotted line, sign it, put it in there, and then immediately withdraw that money from the check. And then we're golden. We're solid. And then we can do that one thing that the one person from Final Fantasy VII Abridged does. Burn all their money and sends it up to space. And that's how we buy space. I know. It's genius, isn't it? Yeah, it is genius. It's also very illegal. What? You saw the TikTok videos, didn't you? Well, yeah, the guys over there are, like, taking all their money, going to the Chase banks, and then they're cashing in all their monies that they write to themselves. You could do that, right? I'm not the only one who's, like, doesn't know what's going on, am I? Unfortunately, Shade, you are not the only one who doesn't realize that is illegal, because, yeah, those, that video was a moment of clarity for me. All I had to do was just look up what all, like, legal stuff to see if this was actually something that could be a little legit. And it turns out that that is not the case. The way that they're doing it is this. You make yourself an account that has at least $100 on there. At least $100 in there. The next day, you write yourself a check to yourself with that bank, and you deposit that check to the bank. And then you go to an ATM that's in there. You go in there and you withdraw the money from that bank. You withdraw that money from that ATM, from that bank. And that's how you get your money. Unfortunately, a whole hell of a lot of people are kind of doing this at the moment. Well, yeah, I mean, there's like a whole bunch of videos with people lined up to Chase banks and stuff like that. It should be fairly simple. So why is it illegal? Because unfortunately, Shade, that's not how that works. What the bank is essentially doing is they are trusting you with any sort of money that you have, and then they check with the other people, this is a full one, at other people to see if the money that you have, actually came from the same place and is legit. You remember those videos about the people who were successful in doing so, right? Did you see any of the videos where they were not successful? No. I'm getting worried about your bank account now. Wait, what? Nothing. I'll deal with that a little later. The bank is trusting you that any check that you have is all A-okay. And then, when they say that, yes, it is A-okay, it's legit good money in your bank. When it's not good money, what they do is however much you put it, I'll use a good example. 50 grand was one of them I saw in one of those videos. You now owe 50 grand, plus any sort of fees and penalties that are there for it. Oh no. Oh no. It tastes so delicious, because that's just with the bank. If that actually went through, that happened, and you didn't contact the bank about what just happened, now all of a sudden it's check fraud. Wait, You mean like the cops would be on my ass if this actually, like, went without a hitch? Yeah. Went without a hitch is a very, very strong way of putting it. Because not only will the banks come for you and your money, all 50 grand of that in the example, the cops will be coming for you too. And you are very easy to find if you have any sort of information with your bank, which they ask for at the start of you signing up for the bank. Do you want to know what they have? I'm scared. You should be. It includes your name. It includes your address, your phone number, what kind of car you drive, your social security number, and a whole hell of a lot more. Because that means that I'll use Chase as the example. Chase can chase you away from ever getting another bank account, again, because you committed fraud. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's so beautiful. Much like my haircut. It's beautiful buzz cut. Because you are buzz cutted from any bank in business ever. Ever.
Fraud detection warning. Fraud detection warning.
Well, thank goodness I didn't do any of that. Thank goodness I didn't actually legit do any of that. Shay, did you use my bank to commit check fraud? No! Although my buddy on the other side over here might have to have some explaining to do. What was his name? His name is not important. Oh, I disagree. Am I gonna be gone for a little while? No, but knowing you will be doing a whole bunch of community service. And all the people, this is just the best case scenario I could imagine if it was just like, you saw the video, you thought it was an honest mistake or anything like that. What will happen is whatever money that you had for the ATM, like say, I'll keep using the 50 grand example, you owe 50 grand. You owe penalties and fees to the bank. And if this goes to court, which most likely it will, you will owe court fees, penalty fees, and much more to the court. And that'll just be it? On like a slap on the wrist. It's still financially devastating. But it's better than the alternative. But what's the alternative? All of that plus jail time? All of that? All of that? Oh God. God's not gonna be here to save you, Shade. Did you do that? No, but a couple of people were trying to convince me to do that, and it seemed like it would be something good for us, you know? It'd get rid of our debts, it would get rid of a whole bunch of other things that we have, and like gas payments. Like, have you seen the economy right now? It's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. So I can understand why people would be desperate to do this, but at the same time, it's illegal. You need to make sure what you're doing is safe and secure. You know, like what we do. We essentially just make a whole bunch of content on the internet for people to enjoy. That's kind of the easy stuff. It doesn't make much off the top just like that. It doesn't make it just like that, like at all. You gotta keep doing it if you want to keep making some sort of financial future with like stuff like content creation. It's a lot. It could be a little bit of work, but there's a lot of luck involved. Yeah, I just wish there was some way to get it faster. Good things that happen, Shay, don't come easy. And this chase glitch is too good to be true. So, I ask all of you Shadelings and other fans of me who are watching this, please do not get caught up in this glitch. It is not good for you. It is not healthy for you. It will fuck up your livelihood if you're not careful. Cause, yeah, illegal stuff is no good. Well, I appreciate you convincing me to not do this, my man. There's a reason why you are the other half. And there's a reason why you are my other half, so that I can remember that even things that are too good to be true and extremely tempting will get me in a heap of trouble. So what are we gonna do to try to make that good money? Well, I mean, we'll keep making videos like this, for one. I know eventually, if and when we get better internet, I'll start streaming. I'll start interacting with the community for the both of us. Or you can start interacting with that for the both of us. Like, just having a community of awesome people, like all of y'all, to be watching us, to be supporting us in what we do is enough for right now. Otherwise, I'm going to be working IRL jobs for until such a time that all of this goes well. You really do appreciate them, don't you? Well, if anything, this video, it should be good for explaining that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do check fraud. Don't be like me. Please don't be like me. Please don't almost commit check fraud and completely throw away your life and your other half's life. You almost threw away my life. And with that, we're just gonna end the video. Thank you so much for watching, Shadelings. You have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. Audience, you have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. I have to kill a shadow now.